Good evening. Uh, Today's video is about periods of English literature. So, in this timely periods of English literature, it is important for the students who are preparing for NET or other state or central government exams, especially in English literature. Right from Old English epics, the periods are mentioned chronologically. So, Old English uh, Anglo Saxon period is started from before Common Era 450 to Common Era 1066. So, in this period, earliest English writers mostly poetry and religious texts are dealt. In this, famous works like Beowulf, in that the language was heavily Germanic and oral tradition dominated. The next one is Middle English period, which consists from 1066 to the 16th century. In this, after the Norman conquest, French influence shaped English language. Writers like Geoffrey Chaucer, known for his Canterbury Tales, flourished. Themes included religion, cavalry, and everyday life. And after that, the Renaissance, known as early modern period, from 16th century to late 17th century, that is 1500 to 1660. In this period, revival of classical learning and humanism prevailed. Drama and poetry thrived with figures like William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, Edmund Spenser. In this, subdivisions include Elizabethan age, 1558 to 1603. Shakespeare plays sonnets and rich drama. Next, Jacobean age, 1603 to 1625. Darker works like John Webster's tragedies prevailed. Next, Caroline age, 1625 to 1649. Poets like John Milton began to emerge. Next, Commonwealth period from 1649 to 1660. Puritan influence like Milton's Paradise Lost and Paradise Regained works were written. Next comes the neoclassical period. In this 1660, uh, from the mid 17th century to 1785, the late 18th century. In this, emphasis on reason, order, classical ideas included Restoration 1660 to 1700, satirical comedies, John Dryden's poetry. Next, Augustine age 1700 to 1745. Writers like Alexander Pope and Jonathan Swift. Next, Age of Sensibility, transition towards romanticism with Samuel Johnson and early Gothic novels. Uh, Next comes the Romantic period, 1785 to 1830. Major poets William Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Lord Byron, Percy Bysshe Shelley, and John Keats flourished. Next comes Victorian period. Literature reflected in industrialization, social reforms, and morality. 1832 to 1901. Novelists like Charles Dickens, George Eliot, and the Bronte sisters flourished. It's included Alfred Tennyson and Robert Browning. The next comes modern period, 1901 to 1945. Experimentation with form and style. Writers like T.S. Eliot, James Joyce, Virginia Woolf, and W.D. Yeats explored fragmentation, stream of consciousness, that means reading between the lines, and modernist themes came. And next comes postmodern period, 1945 to present, digital age. So in this, characterized by diversity, irony, metafiction, and global perspectives, writers include Salman Rushdie, Angela Carter, Amish Tripathi, Vikram Seth, Chetan Bhagat, Arundhati Roy, to mention a few. Modern writers are coming. So, the postmodernism is going on. So, why these periods matter? Because from the beginning to the mid, the faith and Renaissance, humanism to romantic emotion, Victorian morality, and modern postmodern experimentation. They provide a framework for studying how writers respond to changing times, shaping the language and ideas we use today. Remember that change, we cannot stop it, no? Language, how the language has changed. Maybe some of your students may write in SMS language. Please forgive them. Don't take it to the heart because the language evolves, takes shape with the times. What we were used in before Anglo-Saxon period. Please remember that, dear teachers of English. Please take the theme, what the student wants to convey through his symbols, through his language, through his art of presenting the answer. With this, I'm concluding. Thank you very much. I will see you next video.